So we're here with Gina Rodriguez and Ismael Cruz Cordova, and from the movie Miss Bala. And I gotta say, I absolutely love the fact that the names are so Latinx. Yeah. Proudly so.
Well, I mean, his is pretty sexy. The three-namer.
I mean, it's actually a four-namer.
You got four names? You better not start dropping more names.
My name is Ismael Enrique Cruz Cordova.
Oh yeah, we just got much more Latinx.
Yeah. My middle name is Alexis.
No, but you can actually make that like
Gina Alexis Rodriguez.
It all depends on Alexi. I'm a Puerto Rican as well. That makes it very Latino.
And what's also enough, of Latinx is Miss Bala. Obviously not only just the movie and the content itself, but everything that happens, from the production side of it.
Yeah,
I heard that there's a 95% cast and crew that's Latinx. Is that correct?
100% correct.
Yes.
Yeah, which was a huge blessing for us. I mean, that was my first draw to the film when I was asked to join Miss Bala. I knew about the original film, Miss Bala, and I knew that they were reimagining it, they were taking it out of the context, putting it to now, and that a big studio wanted to make it. And I was like, where and with who? And it was like, in Mexico, with an all-Latino crew. And I was like,
Let's go.
Sign me up.
I was like, they're gonna let you do that?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. Oh yeah. I want to do that too. Yeah. Because that's like a dream of mine, to be able to work with my community. And I'm not talking about I'm talking about Mexicanos, Colombiano, Puerto Riqueña, Dominicano, Cubano. Like, it was an incredible experience to be surrounded by so many beautiful Latino cultures.
So let's talk about Miss Bala, right? Miss Bala is for those that actually didn't get to see the original film, and now this one that's coming up on the Hollywood platform. The movie is. You guys explain what the movie is about. I saw it last night, and it was definitely a thriller, adventure. Yes, for sure,
awesome.
for sure.
But you can go ahead.
I've been talking too much. Go.
I'm great here.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Bala is about this woman, Gloria Fuentes, who is a makeup artist in the United States with a lot of hopes and dreams, and she grew up at both sides of the border. She has this amazing friend, her best friend, that is like her family, that she wants to go visit. She goes down there and gets involved in this event where her friend gets abducted. That's where I come into the film. I represent that side of things, which is Lino Esparza. He's a leader, territory leader down there in Tijuana, and is involved in kind of the underworld of that situation. But as the movie progresses, the movie becomes about who are the bad guys. It complicates the whole situation. It complicates these characters also through identity. The way that they meet in a human level, these people do not feel that they belong anywhere.
Right.
They're too Latino to be gringo to be Latino, that kind of thing, and they're all just trying to find their way and figure that out. And I think that's what they see in each other. There's a moment of mutual recognition of, okay, she's going through the same experience, and we've both had to figure out through this life.
Despite being in different worlds.
Completely different worlds, yeah.
Right.
Completely.
Yeah, and what's incredible about the project, I think, too, is it very much so is a fun action movie.
Yeah.
Go and have a good time.
Right.
It is a roller coaster ride. It is constantly keeping you on your feet, and it's an action movie that was reimagined for us, by us, and it's one of ours, and it feels really great to be a part of that, as well as seeing somebody's transformation, seeing an ordinary girl go to extraordinary lengths to save her family, and a female empowerment film where a woman is saving herself versus waiting to be saved.
For sure.
But we're the heroes, we're the villains, and the beautiful thing about the villains, I think, in this film is that you see the origin of someone's journey and why they are the way they are, and in Jane the Virgin, I think that Jenny does a really great job at using Petra to redeem her villainous characters. She has a difficult mother, she had a really hard time growing up, and it's always lovely to me to see complex characters like that. So we see that in the villain character, if you will, in our sweet bad guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you also see it in in Gloria,
Yeah,
you know, because
yeah.
she has to do certain things that, you know, you always have to check your moral compass, right?
And it's not a relationship of like you pity her or you feel bad for her. You always can see how capable and how fierce she is,
Oh,
and that
she's
she can
focused.
She has
save
an
herself.
agenda, yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Focus
it's not
there for
that.
sure. I love that.
Oh, it's a poor girl. It's and again, in this reimagining, I think the decision was what would happen if this character that we already saw took action. You know, took action of her own destiny, took action of getting out of these things for a new world where we're seeing that beautifully, where women are empowered and are affecting change and are really just taking matters in their own hands. So
Right,
I'm
I think the film
yeah.
shows that. It shows the unfortunate reality sometimes that women do face,
Yes,
right? And are
100%,
facing in today's
100%,
world.
yeah.
And it's not just in Mexico, it's in
No, it's
across the
everywhere.
world.
It's everywhere, exactly,
But
it's
then you
everywhere.
also see you know what, okay, when you make the decision and then you're able to take those opportunities and say, okay, that's it, I've got to empower myself and this is my opportunity, this is my chance for sure. Another thing that I saw in the film that I absolutely loved is the use of Spanish, el uso del
Yeah.
español, además con el acento ahí,
Sí.
puertorriqueño hablando con un acento mexicano, o sea, ¿qué tan difícil fue eso?
En realidad estaba un poco nervioso, pero a la misma vez me parece una oportunidad muy bonita que nosotros latinos no explotamos mucho. Yo veo, por ejemplo, en la comunidad de Estados Unidos y los británicos hacen mucho crossover, ¿sabes? Ellos, un americano hace de británico, un británico hace de americano y ahí dicen nada. Pero nosotros no tenemos, muchas veces no utilizamos esa cruce de culturas. So, para mí fue un reto que yo quería que saliera bien, que ahora estoy recibiendo el feedback de la gente de que...
Pero lo hiciste muy bien porque
Bueno,
no caíste en el
gracias.
estereotipo.
Sí, no, yo estaba...
Es difícil,
Yeah,
eso es
yeah,
difícil.
Yo estaba súper interesado de estar allí con la gente local. So, mi coach era un local, estaba todo el tiempo con los muchachos de mi banda. Me echaban así mucha broma también de cómo yo hablaba, pero
Claro,
lo logramos. Y era bien
Pero eso es lo
importante.
bonito también de las culturas, para
Sí.
también como burlarnos como entre amigos, ¿no?
Sí, y hablando un poco de lo que estamos hablando, la representación también de la NX, también era muy importante para mí el aspecto también de ser un afro-latino, que muchas veces no tenemos representación
Sí.
dentro de lo que somos como latinos, hay baja representación del afro-latino. So, para mí tener la oportunidad de mostrar también ese aspecto dentro de la comunidad mexicana, porque
Total.
existen en México,
Sí.
yo he trabajado con ellos, yo he estado allí, ha sido un honor increíble.
Bravo, me encantó eso, me
Sí.
encantó. Pero Gina también con el español en la película.
Sí.
Sí,
dio.
y me encanta porque yo soy una personaje que se llama un pocha y no puede hablar, español tremendo, and that's me for real in real life. Y por eso, I definitely could relate to my character and this feeling where she doesn't feel like she belongs in one place or the
And
other. And I think a lot of Latinx feel that. They have, arroz con gandules in the house and then they go outside and they have hot dogs and hamburgers and they try to assimilate to these two different cultures. Y para mí, mis padres son de Puerto Rico y yo nací en Chicago. Pero mi papá también es afro-latino y tenía he had a really hard time. Actually, he looks just like Ismael, my father. But he had a really hard time growing up and he was discriminated a lot. And my parents chose to raise us without Spanish so that we didn't have as hard a time as they do. Y ahora es mi responsabilidad a practicar español.
Muy bien, me encanta eso.
And it is totally my responsibility.
Yeah,
Por eso necesita practicar, right?
Bueno, te felicito por eso.
Ay, gracias.